Hello all, it's Jmix here, and recently I had a chance to talk to legendary DJ Ron G. Ron G is one of Harlem's mixtape pioneers. He's best known for his innovative hip-hop and R&B blend tapes that gave birth to what we now know as the mixtape. He's worked with the likes of Tupac, the Notorious B.I.G., KRS-One, and so many others. For those of you out there who are interested in being on one of Ron G's mixtapes, or are interested in booking the legendary DJ Ron G, you can hit him up at 347-768-5540, or you can shoot him an email at djrong84@gmail.com. Without any further ado, here's my exclusive interview with DJ Ron G.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
If you have the time, I would love to be able to ask you just a few more questions.
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
Now, how does a DJ Ron G link up with the likes of a Michael Jackson? Can you tell us about that?
Okay. At this time, I'm doing huge records. I'm doing huge production, platinum records I got now, and I'm a producer on staff at Sony Records. My friend David McPherson was the head of A&R at Sony Records. And at this time, I already done brung hits to Sony. I already done produced Jennifer Lopez and LL Cool J, All I Have, sold 6 million records. I did various remixes for B2K, remixes for Kelly Rowland, which is, one part of Destiny Child, a few other projects. And now I'm realizing that Michael Jackson is working on a new album, and it's going to be written and produced by R. Kelly, which is a good friend of mine. So I'm like, hey, if this, R. Kelly's a genius, so I know I can't do what R. Kelly can do because he's a genius, but I'm second genius in line. So I'm like, well, let me, present a remix to one of the songs that they were looking for a remix to, of one of his leading singles. So David McPherson came to me and said, look, man, you might can get a remix on Michael Jackson's song if R. Kelly likes it and Michael Jackson likes it. You're great with the hip-hop and R&B thing. He's not a hip-hop and R&B artist, but he's looking for something unique that will stand out, that, the DJs as well as radio would eat it up. So I said, fine. So, he let Michael Jackson know that I'm going to be working on a remix. Michael Jackson, okay, let me hear what he got. So at the time, I went in the studio. I came up with some stuff. I had a guitarist in there, one of my friends, and he played the guitar stuff. And I tried to combine it with a party vibe. And then I gave it to David McPherson, and he said, all right, well, this is a test, and I'm going to take it to R. Kelly. I'm going to send it to Michael Jackson, and if they like it, you win. So I said, okay. So next thing you know, I think about 4 days later, he called me and said, come down to the office. He said, they love it. Let's do it. What you want? And I said, okay, tell him what I want. And he said, well, unfortunately, Michael Jackson won't come to the studio to do that, but it's a chance he might. So when he came to the studio, I didn't get to meet him because he was doing 2 other sessions in the studio. And that's the king. You can't, there's no in the world you're going to interrupt him for doing a 100-track song for 24-track song. You know what I mean? He had to go in the other room. He was doing big songs, and he was just, had sent his little A&R guys in there to make sure I was doing mine. But I didn't personally meet him, but I was able to get the song on the remix on his album. And I took that as a blessing because since I was 16, sitting in that room, Michael Jackson was one of the persons, one person that I wanted to meet and also work with. And I took a lot of his music and put beats behind it and put it out there. So this is all a blessing to me, either way.
This one's a tough question. But if you had to pick one, what is your single greatest moment in the game?
My single greatest moment?
Yes.
I think when my single greatest moment in the game, I would say the Tupac thing. I would say my single greatest moment was when Tupac came to my studio and made me a part of hip-hop history with what he said on that mixtape. That was my greatest moment because that was a personal experience. Not sitting in the studio doing something for a rapper or a celebrity, but Tupac coming to my studio and doing something for me that made me a part of hip-hop history. And that can never be taken away from me or him. Even though he's not here, it's just historical. I'm a part of that story. That's why we on the phone today.
Ron, is there anyone out there right now, any artist in the game, that you are dying to work with?
Yes, there's one artist that's out there that I'm really dying to work with. I really want to work with Beyonce. At least one song. Because of my hip-hop, R&B background, and I know she's not that, but that's a dream that I want. Just one song.
Do you take a certain amount of pride knowing you're the only DJ that Tupac ever worked with?
Yes. Because not only did he say that in a song, but I feel extremely blessed that he said that. He gave me that experience, and he meant it. And I take very much pride in that, and I'm happy that he said that because, like I said, as a DJ from the East Coast, as a DJ from New York, as a DJ just sitting in your room with these dreams and goals and visions, to be a part of one of the greatest rappers that ever lived, that you see on TV, you will watch in a movie, to say these things to you, which is me, I felt honored, and that's something that's going to be in my heart till I leave this earth. And it stays in my mind daily, and I'm going to tell you a story that nobody knows. One day I seen Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said to me, "You Tupac's boy." When he said that, that let me know something is there that I just didn't know. So when Tupac said that, he not only made me proud, but he made millions of people say Ron G is Tupac's boy. And that's incredible. Now, it could be understood that, yeah, he worked with Tupac. But for people to say Ron G is Tupac's boy, it means a lot to me. Just because he's so great.
You have a new mixtape coming soon. Do you have any surprises coming for us on that tape?
Not yet. I'm still putting it together. I'm almost done with it. The mixtapes I do now are slightly different from the mixtapes I was doing back then, because now it's mainly, new artists as well as major. Back then it was more of dealing with more creative songs than now. So I'm still putting it together, but I'll be done in a couple of days.
You also do have some slots available. Where can serious artists inquire and put their 16 in on one of your mixtapes?
Okay, they could contact me at djrong84@gmail.com. or my cell, which is 347-768-5540. Or you can contact me through my social media, Instagram, at Legendary DJ Ron G, Twitter, at Legendary DJ Ron G, or MixKing155. Or just go to my website at legendarydjrong.com.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?